Assalamu Alaikum. Welcome to Next Generation School. At NGS, innovation is the combination of creation, creativity, and the implementation of ideas to improve, solve issues, transform, add value to, and make the world a better place. At our school, this is shaped through our learning and in a way that upholds Islamic values. To do so, we have had to think about what will create an ethos for innovation and transformation at NGS. Our first phase of innovation is centered around the effectiveness of leadership. To ensure that the guiding philosophies and pedagogy are conducive to innovation, our new vision is to lead and inspire transformation in global education, shaped by Islamic ideals to creatively solve global issues and promote possibilities for all people. Together with our mission to graduate dynamic, compassionate, literate global citizens who are proud of their Islamic identities and ready to contribute, create, share, and work to build a better world for all. This requires innovation as a necessary part of learning. We have put a clear strategic plan in place, which will help us achieve this. Our pedagogical approach to facilitate innovation is anchored within the 6 threads of inclusive design, which are designing instruction, responding to student voice and agency, establishing environment as third teacher, engaging parents, families, elders, and communities, analyzing data, and building sustainable leadership capacity. Our capacity to innovate and improve at NGS is centered around building impactful leadership, which has led us to rethinking our organizational structure so that students are at the heart of all our work. We have focused on upskilling and empowering middle leaders to make this happen by giving them a strong voice in shaping what is happening in their teams and grade levels. As an Islamic school, we have reframed our teachers as both muallim and murabbi. Teacher observations have begun to be framed in this way as well. This has also led us to shift the way we teach to foster innovation as a part of everyday learning. At NGS, we teach for effective learning, to develop critical thinking, problem solving, innovation, and independent learning skills. We want to create a culture based on high expectations that meets the requirements of the national agenda, allows students to be proud of their Islamic heritage, to feel connected to the UAE, and for each classroom experience to be connected to solving real-world issues. We have been looking at the best approach that we know will prepare our students for the world they're going into. We know that an inquiry-based approach anchored in the real world will help students to do this. It means that students are going to go into their class and the learning is based on a question that they're trying to solve. This will teach them how to think, strategize, communicate, plan, and execute the plan. This is our vision at NGS, and it aligns beautifully with the vision of the UAE beyond 2020 towards the next 50. This approach is also connected to our new definition of learning. Learning is a reflective and transformational journey that engages and inspires students. We are also injecting social responsibility and innovation skills into everyday learning with a strong focus on financial literacy. With our KIDPRENEURS program, which runs from grades 1 to 7, and with the integration of moral education into our core subjects. We are establishing the environment as third teacher by rethinking how staff conceptualizes the learning environment so that the entire school, not just classrooms, become spaces that students use to engage and interact, create, and innovate. We are responding to student voice and agency through a student leadership team who act as representatives who continually help us improve the everyday life of all students at NGS. Their voices are shaping our approach as a school. Our learner profile defines the characteristics of the students we want to graduate at NGS. And we are reconceptualizing what Islamic instruction should look, sound, and feel like by creating a structured time for all staff to learn about Islamic connections to the curriculum. And by mapping out time in our timetable for the head of Islamic studies to meet with the grade level teams to help make Islamic connections explicit and co-teach with teachers. In this way, students see Islam in all parts of their lives. They feel proud of their Muslim identities and learn that it's divine responsibility to innovate in order to make the world a better place for all. Our next steps are mapping of innovation into existing policies and more explicitly into each curriculum map for the school, hiring of an innovation and transformation head of department, timetabling of financial literacy, and tying it to our KIDPRENEURS program to develop innovative entrepreneurs in UAE and the world from grade 1 to grade 8. Welcome to NGS, where learning is about innovation. It is our duty as Muslims to innovate and make the world a better place.